Hi, my name's Bob Brown and welcome to my 8mm channel. Alright, I realize this isn't 8mm, but I did make the logo, so I might as well use it for this video as well. Anyway, the purpose of this video is to hopefully get you to rethink how you shoot smartphone videos. As you know, you could shoot them vertically or horizontally. I'm going to do my best to make a case for why one is way better than the other. And so you don't think I'm just pulling this information out of the air. I do have a pretty good background in film and photography, and I can put a lot of that information in the description below if you're interested. So anyway, I'd like to begin with a quick historical look at some of the various screen sizes, also known as aspect ratios. This screen is similar to what you would see in a full-size movie theater. That graphic shows the various aspect ratios since the beginning of motion pictures, and there's even more than these. Historically speaking, as you can see, there was never, ever a format where the aspect ratio was taller than it was wide. To better illustrate my point, I'm going to show most images within some sort of a display, such as a TV set, a computer screen, an iPad, and an iPhone. When you hear the term aspect ratio, that simply means the shape of a display. When you see 16:9 or 1.78:1, those two mean exactly the same thing. That's the universal shape of today's displays. The first number represents the width, and the second number represents the height. On a quick side note, there is a difference between videography and still photography, and that is there's a little bit different rules. When you shoot vertically or horizontally with photography, it doesn't matter because it's a composition. You can even have a square image like for Instagram or something like that. It's not relevant. When it goes on a display, it doesn't matter what's on the left or right of it in terms of the unused monitor space. The only thing that matters is what's in your composition. And that composition takes into account every bit of what's inside that frame. So there's really no loss at the top or the bottom because you've already accounted for that. With videography, it's a little bit different. Now let's talk about smartphone videography. This is a vertical smartphone video of the Montage Hotel in Montana. Hopefully, I'll be able to prove to you why this is such a horrible format. Probably anyone in the film industry would agree with me as well. Right away, you can see you've lost over 2/3 of your viewable screen area, the left and right sides. You've also captured useless space at the top and bottom. Then, when you try to pan from left to right in this case, it's going to take you 3 times longer because you have to cover and make up that distance. The view itself is myopic, claustrophobic. You kind of want to look to the right and left to see more. You just can't. This is a landscape or horizontal smartphone video. I shot it at the exact same location as I shot the vertical one, and of course it's the same hotel. Notice we used the entire usable area of the display. Also, we're not throwing away space at the top and the bottom. It's a really good composition. It's natural to the way we see. Here's 2 more quick examples. In this segment, I'm going to show some documentary-style videos. And the reason I say documentary is because pretty much everything we do is some sort of documentary. I mean, what are we doing? We're documenting something. Anyway, the first 2 videos are going to be horizontal, and I shot them myself here at the house. One is Hurricane Irma, and the other is a brush fire on the side of my house. Then after that, I'm going to show 2 vertical videos I grabbed off of YouTube, and they are also of Hurricane Irma. This was my front yard during Hurricane Irma. This uncropped image is how it would appear on a TV and a computer monitor, as well as an iPad, and of course, the old smartphone. And again, all shot horizontally. Here are some vertical video examples. All of them are from Hurricane Irma. Right off the bat, you can see you've lost over 3/4 of your viewable area on your TV screen. The same thing with a computer monitor, iPad, or your smartphone if you watch it horizontally. Unfortunately, these people manage to capture useless space at the top and bottom, when in reality, all of the action is in the middle. I don't know about you, but I find this type of video to be very frustrating. My natural inclination is to want to see what's going on to the left and to the right, not at the bottom and the top where there's really nothing going on. I hope you can understand now what I'm talking about when it comes to vertical video and why I think, at least, it's not a great idea. As a matter of fact, I think it's a really bad idea. Anyway, I do have a solution for this, and it's called the Auto Rotate Switch. It's a brand new feature for smartphones. Okay, it really doesn't exist, but I wish it did. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Why doesn't a smartphone include an auto rotate for horizontal video toggle switch? It seems like an easy solution, and you could always switch it off if you don't want to use it. If you're one of those who still prefer to hold your smartphone vertically, this would still work because it would capture the image horizontally with that switch activated. And here's the really cool part. When you rotate your phone back to a horizontal position, this is on a view back, your image would rotate with the phone and it would fill the full 16:9 frame. This is just a quick heads up about TickTock, and it has nothing to do with vertical video. As you probably already know, if you have TickTock, then you're well aware it's a vertical format. TickTock is one of the highest risk information stealing apps on the market. In case you haven't guessed, I don't have that installed in my phone. Hey, don't take my word for it. Just look at what the FCC said. They said TickTock is an unacceptable security risk and should be removed from app stores. If you want to read the full article by Malwarebytes Labs, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Well, when it comes to vertical or horizontal smartphone video, there might be a solution where you could take advantage of, well, the best of both worlds. And that is simply shoot horizontally, and when you do, try to keep all of your action in the middle of that screen. If you do that, and you bring it over to TickTock where they crop it, all of your action is right there in the center. Yes, there's going to be some cutoff on the right and the left, but that's the nature of vertical video. But here's the difference also, and that is, you're not going to throw away space at the top and the bottom because your entire image is composed to account for that space. Just look at me right now. Right now you see me horizontally. Well, here's me cropped. See, you see what I'm saying? I'm still here and I'd fit perfectly into TickTock, but this is really horizontal. The news media always posts various videos given to them by the public, such as police shooting, fires, hurricanes, things of that nature. I think there's things they can do to help, I guess, educate the public, if you will. And that is simply at the end of that segment, all they have to do is make a short announcement and say, listen, we really thank you for your videos. And if you would, could you please shoot them horizontally? It better suits our format and it better fits your television set. And now onto the weather. Something of that nature. I'd really like to see them do that. Are you listening, news media? At the very beginning, I said my goal was to hopefully get you to reconsider how you shot your smartphone videos. I know a lot of you already know this information. It's really directed towards those who don't, or just, really just never gave it any thought. Either way, I want to thank you for watching the video, and hopefully you gained something useful from it. Thanks again for watching.